is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It's Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to today's podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
October 31st, guys. I mean, we don't really celebrate it, do we?
Well, I think
Halloween.
we do. I think $450 million proves we do.
Well said, mate.
It's crazy. I remember one time when we lived at Christie Downs, shocking area, trick or treat. Dad said trick, and about 4 kids threw about 8 eggs through the security door. You know, the grating of the security door, the mesh. You can't get that out, Kate.
Went all over his mesh undies.
Who does the tricks? I think it was. Don't people just walk around and get lollies? Like, who's actually doing tricks?
One now.
No,
Tommy's
is that
doing
the
one now.
Opera House, Tom?
Is that a windsurfer?
Look out. Yes, it is the Opera House. Would you like to see the windsurfer?
Tommy, really good gear. Do you know what I've discovered, which to me is the biggest...
Eiffel Tower. That's amazing.
Oh, my God. All the way to the
It's
top.
more the Story Bridge, I must apologise.
Can I just add something to this? We only learnt today. I was today years old when I realised that my co-host at the age of 46 can't click. So I'm going to do the Addams Family song, and you have to do the clicking, Kate Ritchie.
I'm not doing it now.
Oh, this
Head to the podcast and have a listen. Or it's probably on our socials by now.
That's her
That's
attempting.
me.
No, Jess, without the clicks. Ready, Kate Ritchie? I mean, you got one of them. 1 out of 2. Slippery fingers.
You know what? Do I
Slippery
need
fingers.
clicks? Do I need clicks to have had the wonderful life and career?
You do on
I've had?
Instagram.
It's in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Hey, here's a scary relationship situation. I'd love to know what you do here. So this couple had been together for 8 years. Now, when they started dating, she kept saying to him, "Hey, quick question. How old are you?"
Which is fair enough.
She said there was a red flag when he kept avoiding the question to start with. He just kind of mumbled and fumbled his way around it. And she said, "Oh, look, I'm going to have a guess. I think you're sort of 28 and 30. This went on for a while until he said, "Okay, I'll give you the heads up. I'm 36. Okay, so then they moved on and the relationship continued. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they had to fill out some paperwork. This is sort of 8 years later. He's hid it this entire time that he wasn't 36 at the time of the questioning. He was 46. So there's a 25-year age gap. He's now saying, "Yeah, but you love me." And she's saying, "Yeah, but you really lied to me. And I don't know if I can trust you anymore."
That's the big one. I suppose if you really love somebody, you want to find out if you're going to have children with that person and a future with that person. Yeah, I don't know. If you like someone enough, you're gonna stay in the relationship. But then it's like, why couldn't you tell me at the time? Just be honest with me.
Well, that's the thing. She said I was okay. Like, if we consider the 36, that would have been a 15-year age gap. And we can kind of work with that. Yeah. But now that we're looking at 25... see you later, mate. So they're now in the process of breaking up over this. But it's not so much the age, it's the lie. Doesn't a lie have a expiry date?
Oh, I don't
Like,
think
do you
it's
get to? I mean, depending on the lie, and you know my general rule, Fitz, of like a white lie a day, a whopper a week, is kind of what you can get away with. But I would have thought, you know, after 10 years, if someone brings up that lie, you can say, that expired. That expired 3 years ago.
What isn't yours a white lie a day, a pyramid scheme a week?
That was different. I changed it since the last one collapsed. I got so close to the top and the money was about to be sent, but...
It's a tough one. This is really tough.
Go on, what you lied to me, Jay.
Okay, so in high school, I was in year 9 and I went out with Amy Hintz, who was in year 8.
Hintz,
and that
yeah.
was tough. That was a big age gap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1 year to walk to school every day and have to yell out from behind bushes to hear guys going, "Cradle snatcher!" Yeah. That was really hard to deal with. But I stuck around
through
for
that.
at least 6 months and held her hand.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you know what's interesting too? I mean, I mentioned, Fitz, I had a romantic night in a hotel with my wife last Friday night, and there's this like little purse that she's wanted for a while. So I went and got that purse on the Thursday, and I went to the hotel and I dropped it off and I said, "Hey, I've organised a surprise for my wife. could you put it in the room for when we walk in? That'd be great on the Friday. Yeah. So we walk in the room, she sees it on the table, and she goes, oh, my God, I love that. Thank you so much. You're the most amazing guy that's ever existed. Really good point, darling. But then...
You had to buy her love.
Then it very quickly turned in... I explained that I'd been to the hotel the day before. It very quickly turned into, I wouldn't know what's going on in your life. I wouldn't know what you're able to do behind my back, and I wouldn't have a clue. Because if you can do this and I have no idea, you could do anything. And I wasn't sure whether she was giving me permission or it was actually that she doesn't trust me.
Or you did this same act with your 3 other wives.
That's okay.
She would have no idea.
We move on from that.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Scariest day of the year, 31st of October. So, Tommy, you're in charge of organising the outfits every year. This is your annual highlight. Because you get to stitch us up and organise the costumes from Costume Box.
That's right. Hi, I'm Tom, father of 3, Gold Logie winner and host of... Did
you write that? No.
Sorry. My mistake.
Very good, Tom. You scared me with Theme Queen. You scared me.
No, we do love dressing up for special occasions, don't we? And thousands of kids across Sydney will be hit the streets later, just when the rain kicks in this afternoon.
Is it meant to rain today?
Thousands of parents are freaking out. They've got no time to do what they need to do today. They've got to go to work.
No.
Now, so our friends at Costume Box have come on board, and so for Halloween we're doing something that brings us all together.
Together
in a spooky kind of way. Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what you would like to go?
Is it Jack Skellington? I like being Jack Skellington from...
Yes, it's not Jack Skellington.
So there's a theme, is there? So we're all part of the same family?
Adam's family?
Is it Adam's family?
Cast members from Home and Away?
It is the Adams family.
Come on, mate.
So today...
Who am I?
Well... Kate, you are, of course,
Morticia.
You're Wednesday.
Am I Morticia?
You're Wednesday Adams.
Yeah.
Wednesday Adams.
Yeah, Wednesday's the good one.
Yeah, Wednesday's great.
Yay.
Originally played by Christina Ricci, was it?
Ricky Bobby.
Richie.
Richie? Was it? Yeah,
Christina
there you go.
Ricci, Kate's cousin, yep.
Fitz.
The big tall bloke.
Fitzy is Lurch.
The Adams family started when Uncle Fester farted.
I know who.
Now...
Who is?
Well, the whole team's dressing up, so even the off-air team. So off-air producers are dressing up too. So Jess will be Morticia.
Which one's the chubby one?
Producer Ollie will be Gomez. Shay will be Pugsley. He's our video guy.
Tell me about the fat one and get on with it.
Producer Maddie will be Grandmama. Lizzie, our social media guru, she will be Thing.
The hand?
That's the hand.
You're just a hand. Cool.
The Thing.
And... playing the role to a T. It's almost like you were born for it. Whipper today is Uncle Fester,
which is great, which is fitting with that rash that he has on his groin.
Just stay there. You just need some powder.
Old Uncle Festering over here. So, how exciting!
He's bald, man.
Fester, the.
So does he have to do
what?
He won't have to put any makeup on or anything.
Yes.
No, exactly.
Well, look at you, Fitzgerald. You're going to be tall with a bolt in your neck, and you need to put on a weird-looking wig.
I'm going to need another hair elastic for a second plait.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, guys, for your support.
Yes,
is this live or is this a...
So what we'll do is we'll get Ash's news on, and then we'll all get dressed up during that, and then we'll put everything up on our Instagram in the next few minutes.
Look at you. That is you.
I'm going to be arrested.
Which I think...
Hopefully.
Tom.
Who's Morticia?
Morticia is Jess.
Amazing.
Jess,
Tom, which girl are you?
I'm not a girl in a strange twist, or am I? Because I'm playing the role of Cousin It, who is the hair, the walking hair. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Gosh.
You're going as Judith Lucy.
What a Saturday night's your name as Uncle Fester.
Well, now that was a nickname I gave myself, and that's not for anyone else to use. Anyway.
You're just asking whether we were on air when I asked about hair elastic.
One goat, you know what I mean?
All right, moving right along. It's a great family day. Halloween with us next.
A rapid costume change to celebrate Halloween. Tommy has chosen the costumes. We are the Addams Family.
Oh, do you know what? I'm supposed to be Lurch, but I look like a bloke who's working at a home party, and I'm drinking way more than I'm serving.
You're a dodgy barman.
See, that's the thing. I've seen guys like that. Like we're all going to see one like that in the future.
Tommy, I look more like, what's his name? Dr. Evil, is it? From
No, you don't.
Austin Powers.
Your Uncle Fester, mate.
You look creepy. We need makeup on you with the
We
big.
don't-
Oh no, you put your own. You've put the makeup of the big black
No, I don't have any
circles
makeup
under
on.
your eyes.
No, I don't. That's for you Wednesday.
Wednesday,
I
Tommy.
like it. It means I can be sour and
Grumpy again.
grumpy with everybody and get away with it because it's my character choice.
I'm a bit confused about Hawaiian Tom, who's wearing like a plastic Hawaiian outfit. What are you?
I'm Cousin It, so I'm a full body of hair, but the only way to achieve that really is by putting four hula dresses together.
Why was I
think.
not the full body of hair, Tom? I could have nuded up.
That's probably why you're not
I'm covered
Cousin
in it. It would have made perfect sense.
Jess is Elvira. Is it Elvira?
No,
El-
similar.
I'm Morticia.
Yeah,
Oh,
Morticia.
Morticia.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
all going up now on our Instagram if you'd like to see our outfits
Yeah, have
this
a look.
morning.
And here's Lizzie's here on my microphone.
The hand.
Ah, the hand, the thing.
Oh my God, that's quite creepy.
It is.
What are you doing today, Kate Ritchie? Like, have you got? Are you and May hitting the streets?
I think we
Trick-or-treating?
may do that. We may do that later.
Right. Fitz, what's your neighbourhood look like?
No, we're having a year off. We didn't decorate the house this year. Mm-hmm. Do you know what? Boys are getting a little bit old for it, which I don't mind.
Well, they're talking about cutting the age off for trick or treating. Like,
saw
what is
that.
acceptable? I mean, Tommy, I don't think it's okay for you to go door knocking.
No.
Or maybe it's the
You're
one night of the
38.
year you can get away with it.
Tommy. As long as that ankle bracelet doesn't start beeping.
And it's only on October 31st, Tom. You don't do it at any time of the year.
It's the one night you won't get arrested.
Yeah, you can't hide in the rocks down at Bondi again like that,
If I'm
Tom.
not here tomorrow, guys, you know what's happening.
Oh my God.
Trick or treat. Mate, it's not even Halloween.
Yeah, and that is not a trick or a
good
treat.
fun. All good fun, isn't it?
Not really. Okay, so we're in the outfits for the rest of the show. Great
Well,
commitment.
aren't we
Yes.
talking to Ray Gun?
Yes, Ray Gun, just after 8 o'clock.
We're not talking to
this.
her like this.
Well, it is. It's Halloween, so.
Do we
I
have to
guess-
go and do our gladiator interviews like this?
Oh, you do have Paul Mescal today, don't
I
you?
can't go like
It
this.
would be nice if you kept in costume.
Yeah.
He's going to be dressed as Gladiator.
No, he won't.
No, he
oh,
won't.
well, he got my request.
He's a character. He'll have a laugh. He's an Irishman. He'll have a real laugh if you rocked up as Wednesday.
We'll see how the day plans out.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I'm worried about you guys. You guys.
I'm glad you said that because you looked at me and said, I'm worried about you guys. And I went, great, not just me.
No, I'm worried. Well, the men in the room.
What's
okay,
happened?
because masculinity, they're saying,
Go on.
it really might be toxic. I mean, I know that. Don't shake your head at me. Just stick with me because I'm delivering this story out of concern and care. And they are saying that the pressures to they being researchers to convey identity, whether it's rooted in gender, race, sexuality, or something else, it does impact health behaviours. So what the research says is that if you're a man's man and you're really attached to presenting in a masculine way, you're probably going to die earlier. So there's
Why?
another reason to not hang on to that stuff, guys, and not to purely define yourselves through
Do you think
high
anybody-
levels of masculinity.
Do you think anybody goes out to deliberately be masculine?
I think they do. I think they do because
Yes.
I do think that some people, whether it is rooted in their, their childhood or what the expectations they have to live up to, or a sense of showing people that they are independent and I can do this and I'm tougher than everybody else. What they're saying is, if you're that kind of guy, you're also the kind of guy who might say no to help or who doesn't go to the doctor when you've got a pain in the chest.
Okay.
So that's how it's connected, that the kind of person you are will actually affect, and not what you're putting into your body, but how you are emotionally will affect your length of life.
Can I give you an example?
Go
though?
on.
My father,
Here we go.
most masculine man growing up, a really, really tough background. Grew up around footy clubs, Kate. So, and I was a tough dad. On me, but now can I tell you, he has gone, when it comes to that research about not asking for help, he's gone the opposite. He's
has
actually
he?
become a hypochondriac.
Oh, no.
Like,
I've
to the
stubbed my
point-
toe. I might be dying.
I'm not joking. Mum reckons that he goes to the doctor every 6 months and goes, I want another blood test. I want you to check me out again. He is so worried, and this is quite a beautiful thing. He is so worried that he is going to go before Mum does.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
the other way around. He thinks that Mum's going to go before he does.
and then he's stuffed because she does everything.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't be going to the doctor.
Well, that's actually...
Well, you know what I mean? Because,
You are right. That doesn't back up my argument.
No, it doesn't. But it's nice that he's becoming more vulnerable. But that could be, and I mean this in a highly respectful way, and careful way, is that maybe as you approach the latter years and death traditionally gets closer, that you start to fear, oh God, what's happening, and I haven't done all this stuff, and I haven't gone to the doctors, and I don't want to die yet.
But I think Fitzy,
and I'm going to check in.
like you're suggesting too, tell me if this aligns with good old Mick Fitzgerald, but my dad in his older days is becoming far more emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad cry.
Oh, really?
No.
Through your whole youth?
Not really. No, maybe when his mum passed away.
What about when you got 16 out of 100 in your HSC?
And he paid all that money for the school.
I think that was different. That was more of economic emotion.
Like, imagine the trips to Disneyland they could have had.
Do you know what I mean? Instead, they wasted it on the big guy. But that's okay. Well, I mean, I'm still paying him back.
Yeah. So look, if you are listening and you're putting off the doctor's appointment, just go.
Do you know
It's okay to say, what, I'm not feeling great, and I think I should just check this out.
Anyone
just do it.
on the team done their prostate yet?
No. What? No.
Because it's
I
45 now, isn't it?
Is it?
Or is that the bowel screening?
Actually, here's one for you.
You need to go and get a finger in the bottom.
My good mate Punners, he's a roofer, right?
With a doctor.
Been on the roof his whole life, his mid-40s, and he's just in the sun all day, every day. Oh, yeah. And his mentality is, don't need to go see a skin doctor.
He's fine.
I'm
He's
fine.
been in the sun
I've
forever.
got brown skin. If you've got brown skin, you're fine. I said, mate, I'm not joking and I'm worried about you as a mate. You need to go get checked out. He's been checked out a couple of times. He's had to get a couple cut off his back.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, this is serious, mate. You're a father.
Yeah.
But that's the mentality of some blokes. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what the skin cancer rate in Bondi is 25% higher than anywhere else in the country?
Is it really?
Yep, because people come out from the UK and they have white skin and then they burn. And the white skin to burn is far more aggressive and impactful on your skin than just constant burn.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Than the locals.
Fascinating. Tommy was told to go and get more vitamin D. He's so white.
Yeah, she did tell me that, which was quite strange.
As you
Is that
stood there in a
correct?
pair of
You need
disposable
vitamin D.
underpants.
I take vitamin D every week, 7 little tablets.
Oh, really?
Because it's good for mental health as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she died.
I like to stare at the sun sometimes.
What are you,
Are
a
you
rabbit?
setting your circadian rhythm?
Yes.
Just go to sleep while I'm standing up.
You do that during the show
What are
sometimes.
you, a horse?
Is he awake?
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Nothing runs like a deer, so I'll be sitting here drinking beer and cutting grass.
So I'm cutting grass at the moment. Now, all right, I've got to...
Cutting grass was stealing somebody's
I
girlfriend.
thought cutting grass was breaking wind.
Never heard of that.
That's I
Never
what
heard
you
of
mean.
Cutting grass. I thought it was like trimming your
No,
pubes.
cutting grass is Kate. What?
No?
How could you... From breaking wind to that?
Please don't speak like that.
What are you writing
Man,
down
have a
for
rest. Maybe... What are we here? This is the first time that I'm attempting perfection on my lawn. Now, I'm talking SCG standards. That's what I want to go here. Anyone who is a lawn addict out there, Tommy, I know you're a furious lawn addict on your computer looking at lawn all day.
Mate, I follow a couple of pages like that,
they're
Fitz.
pretty amazing because the effort required.
Oh, yeah. Lawn porn.
So I'm halfway through and now I'm having major doubts whether I've made the right decision.
What's happened, matey?
So I've bought myself a 17-inch 6-blade cylinder mower with a heavy roller.
That's
Right.
a push mower.
Yeah.
Fuel.
Yeah, fuel. Yep. But, it's fine. It gets right down to the edge, Kate.
What kind of lawn have you got? Sorry, I need to know the kind of grass.
Tiff Tough.
Tiff Tough, is it? And
Tiff
what
Tough.
size
What's
is
that
it?
called? What is that?
So it would be about, we're probably looking at about 10 metres by about 5 metres.
10 by 5.
My patch of lawn.
Yeah, sure.
So 50 square metres. So I've ordered 4 tonnes of sand. My mates have acquired some illegal lawn booster from the dark web that greens up your grass so much that it discolours concrete around it.
Wow, that's good. Love that.
Now I've been told, basically, I have to work on the lawn every second or third day, and I don't think I have the energy to do it, and I think this could be a disaster. I think I've gone all out on the lawn, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up. Because at 13, 24, 10, if you're one of these lawn addicts out there, how much work do you have to do on your lawn? Because I think you become obsessed with your lawn.
Well, you have to, don't you?
I don't know. Like, I've even got mates that say you've got to give your dog a dollop of green yogurt every morning because when they wee on the lawn, it takes the acid out of their wee.
I've tried that because you mentioned it to us
And
before.
it took the acid out of yours? Do you know what's interesting?
You know what I decided to do? Just stop weeing on the lawn.
Just use the bathroom.
That'll stop it going brown.
The weirdest thing is it's the front lawn as well, which is weird with people walking past.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, my God.
That's a treat. That's a
doesn't
treat I didn't expect.
She can't click. We learnt that much today.
Well-
She can wee, but she can't click. Do you know
I
what,
think
Fitz?
I've thrown everything into the
Yeah.
wheelbarrow, and I don't
Yeah.
think
You've
I want to
overcommitted.
Yes, I have.
My neighbour, Burnzo, right? I messaged him the other
Burnzo?
day.
You've made him up.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Burns over the back fence, the
Yeah.
old guy.
I said, Burnzo, what sort of grass? He's just done his lawn. He's got Sir
Well,
Grange.
he didn't do it.
He's got-
Someone came
he's got
in and
Sir
did it.
Grange Zoysia. He said it's basically the goat of grasses. But you know what he did, Fitz? Like you, he went and bought one of these lawnmowers, and the guy in the shop said, "Are you working for Wimbledon? Or are
Yeah.
you at St Andrews Golf Course?"
See, this is the thing.
Like, you've bought a lawnmower that is meant to create a pitch like no other.
How much are these lawnmowers?
I know what you spent, right?
Mine cost me $1,900.
Yeah, they're 2K.
Oh, I thought it would be more than that.
No.
Chloe in Penrith, tell us about your dad, lawn fanatic.
Yeah, my dad is a major lawn fanatic.
How
Like-
far does he go, Chloe?
Mows it every second day.
Yeah.
God, I can't
We've
do
got
that.
a putting green in the middle.
A putting green, and he's put a hole in there, Chloe, and he putts all day.
Well, he doesn't putt it, but he doesn't let people walk on it. He's paid the postman to not drive across it.
He paid them. What's the point of that then? Do you have a mother, or are they still together? Yeah. Okay. What does she do?
She lets him have his hobby.
Yeah, I guess so. Keeps him out of the kitchen.
He could be doing worse things, couldn't he? Because you said the other day, I said, Kate, I think we're going to roll a bit of buffalo, and you said, no, you need the cooch.
No,
You suggested a bit of coochie.
No, that was something else. I prefer buffalo,
Okay.
but you can't seed buffalo.
Very interesting.
You can't get buffalo by a seed. You
Right.
need to plant. It needs to be bought. Well, I'm talking out my
My buffalo.
See, I think I've got
out my
like I
cooch.
said,
my cooch.
Coochie cooch.
I've overcommitted to your
Clever
cooch,
cooch.
and I need to get out.
Oh, Fitz.
But I've got 4 tons of sand coming tomorrow, and I've got
You can have a
3
beach
mates
party. Pour it around the pool.
coming Sunday. I don't know what to do.
No lawn, got the mower already. Little bit keno.
And I look like Lurch.
Yeah.
I need a Jim's mowing franchise.
Well done. Big hat, no cattle.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
While most people change sleeping positions throughout the night, they often start their slumber in the same one almost every time. Okay, let's start with Kate. What do you start with?
I was a tummy sleeper for a long time.
Were you?
Yeah, but it hurt my neck. So I am now on my side, almost a fetal position.
Yeah, okay.
Crying.
So let me
Hiding
have a
from the
look.
world.
Let me have a look at that.
What does that mean?
is narcissist.
No, it's not.
Whip, what are you?
I am flat on my back, but then I roll to the sides, but I start on my back.
Is that because
Okay.
of the machine you're hooked up to?
Doesn't matter, Kate Ritchie. It's just a very comfortable position for me and my mask.
Okay, that is smug, self-absorbed and deranged.
Fitzy. Oh, what about you then?
What
No,
about you,
okay, all
buddy?
right, let's go through it. Let's start with that fetal position. Because for those who sleep, okay, so with a fetal position, if you're starting on the side in a fetal position, yes, with your arms up like that, Kate.
Like
you
that.
see?
And my legs are kind of like twisted like that.
Interesting.
Okay. Right, that tends to be you're more anxious and emotional. I'm not joking. Okay, so this is what it's saying. But if you sleep in a fetal position, but your legs and your arms are sort of extended out,
Yep.
that means that warns. These are attractive traits because that warns that they've got openness and willingness to trust. But it also
Well, that's not me.
it can be detrimental to them because it makes them gullible.
Oh, my God.
They're gullible.
During the night, you might be gullible, but you start off as a closed book. Very emotional.
Okay, so Tommy, what are you?
I'm on my stomach.
How do you...
Are you a tummy sleeper?
I
Yeah.
find
Are you
this
like
so
that?
weird.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice, isn't it? How's your neck?
Guys don't
Incredible.
tummy sleep.
Well,
Okay,
women, I always tummy slept until I was pregnant, and then you can't tummy sleep.
No.
So I had to kind of retrain my body.
Okay. Here we go. So people who sleep on their fronts in a free fall style, like you're parachuting,
It's weird. That's Tom.
are social and can border on being brash. However, he claims they can be more sensitive and become more unsettled by criticism or extreme
Well, so that
situations.
he's just covering every...
Yeah.
It's like a horoscope.
No, but I think you're hiding. Like you don't want to. You're hiding away from the world if you're face down in your pillow, Tom.
And I pull the doona over my head.
Oh, my
and
God.
a little air pocket. Just
Do
off
you
the side.
really?
Yeah.
Poor Inga.
Try it without the air pocket and see how you go.
Tommy, what about when you wake up? Are you on your side? Because I would think things move during the night.
No,
and as a guy,
no.
if you're lying face down,
Always.
it would be. You might prop yourself up at some stage.
No.
Oh, grow up.
Grow up.
And
We're-
do not flatter yourself like
Yeah.
that, because I have no doubt. It's not like a tent peg.
Well, it's also it's the preferred position that Inga
Oh.
likes to sleep you in. Because
Maybe a
she
peg.
it's easier for her to push your head down straight down into the bed.
Exactly.
She hopes
What
you
happened
don't
to
wake
Tommy?
Oh.
But do you know,
didn't wake up.
Can I end this? Can I end this by
Yes.
saying at the end of
What
the
Tommy's
article?
trying to do.
Well, at the end of the article, it's not a very good article when it says, "While more research needs to be undertaken on the topic, some experts claim your preferred sleeping position can give other clues to your true personality." So, they're researching it, but they're not quite
No,
sure
they got
if
no
it's
idea.
true.
No.
You're not suggesting they made it up, are you, mate? Absolutely not.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Now, I know you guys love playing Theme Queen. It's the highlight of your week at
Without
times.
a doubt. What a great game. And tomorrow, Riddle Time returns.
Yesterday we had a great edition. We learnt so many things. Some of the themes.
Yeah. Fitzy had a great round.
Jack Black and Kate Hudson, and there were a few famous
That's
names
right.
in there that were in a category. This is how it went down. What else do they have?
Famous parents.
I don't know who Jack Black's parents are. That's incorrect.
Jane and Gary.
It turned out the theme was that all of those people, including Jack Black, went to Santa Monica High School. But it did bring up the question about who, famous parents.
Yeah.
Does Jack Black have famous
Because I
parents?
thought he did.
He did, and we actually got a call after the show saying you really need to look into who Jack Black's mother is, because she's kind of incredible.
Why?
And I don't know
Talk
if
to
you
me.
guys didn't know this when you interviewed him earlier in the year. It turns out she was a boss. That's what it says here.
Yeah.
And for she worked for NASA. Do you want to know how?
What?
So the story goes that she was a former ballet dancer. She worked with the space agency. She designed the abort guidance system that helped bring Apollo 13 astronauts back to Earth.
Oh, my God.
So when 1970, they set off Apollo 13. It all went pear-shaped and they were stuck out there.
That's right.
The astronauts were stranded. But there was a crew then pulled together, thanks to NASA here on Earth, to bring them back. And Jack Black's mother, Judith Love Cohen, was one of those people.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yes. So he's confirmed it when he's been asked in interviews about it.
How did your brother bring them home?
Well, exactly. Who's your mum? Is this true? And
does your mum love Tenacious D, you know?
I don't know. I mean, she'd be proud of him, wouldn't she?
No, she'd have to be.
Even though
that is fascinating, isn't it?
highly irritating. There's lots of other things.
So
Are you awake?
Did you get that out of the Funkin' Wagnalls? Or
No, I didn't.
No?
But do you know what? It did jog my memory when we had the caller yesterday. Is I think that when we were interviewing Jack Black, we had Nat Barr from Sunrise in the studio. And I think she said, we're not doing the interview. We can't get there. But you need to ask him about
his mum.
His mother. And now it all makes complete sense. I've just got to, just quickly, because I know we're out of here in a second, but there are lots of people with like strangely famous relatives. So not the Kate Hudsons of the world, who are the daughter of Goldie Hawn.
What have you got?
Did you know Edward Norton?
Yeah.
You'd love him.
Love Edward Norton.
Brilliant
Great
actor. His 12th grandmother. I don't know about this.
12th grandmother?
Well, it has to.
I need to see the tree,
Very
please.
loving family.
Pocahontas.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on.
The original Pocahontas?
12th generation. There's actually a few good ones here. Taylor Swift is supposedly related to Emily Dickinson.
No way.
Yeah, but I think a company did that research, didn't they? Or I don't know.
Emily Dickinson. Who's Emily Dickinson?
The author.
She she created the croissant.
Did she?
Yeah.
I think you made that up.
What else have you got?
The other one, which is really interesting, and apparently Tom Hanks is related to Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
Not even joking. He's the former president's third cousin, 4 times removed. The relation can be traced back through his mother, Nancy Hanks. Anyway, so let's just stick with the Jack.
We're all related, mate.
Jack, well, don't say that.
Adam and Eve.
Jack Black's mother was like a really cool.
That's a good story.
There you go. Well done. That was a
I'm
great.
being serious.
Neither of you supported me through
Cool
any of
story,
that.
I loved that.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Well, how about the block, Fitz? Fill us in, because I mean I don't watch it, but
I love it.
Turns out as though it might be worth tuning into for this kind of scandal.
Yeah, what's the
And
update?
you know, I think it's been a show where everyone looks at it and goes, you know what, I could do a reno in 2 days. This is awesome. And then you have to deal with trades in your local area. No, this is massive because Kylie and Brad, this is what we need to focus on here, because I think they're the first block couple in the history where they've broken up on the show.
So can you take us back? So you told us the other day that his wife had overheard Brad with another contestant. Is that right?
You're right. So what happened? And there's sleep deprivation. You've got to work all night. You've got to paint. You've got to get things done so you get that room ready for the week. So Brad was with his partner Kylie, right? Kylie fell asleep on the deck. Brad was doing some landscaping.
Yeah.
And another contestant, Mimi, came over. Mimi's quite attractive, and her partner was off doing something else at their house. But Mimi was talking to Brad while Brad's partner was asleep. And
what did he say?
Well, he was basically... He was saying stuff like, I'm going to follow you on your OnlyFans account. Then they sort of ducked off. They ducked off.
Didn't they get white wine or something?
I don't know. They went and got some wine together. They ducked off into a room. Nobody knows what happens, right? But she's gone to bed and she's woken up and she's feeling really, really uncomfortable about it. So she's left the block, Kate. So this is what the big controversy's been the last couple of nights. She's left the block. Last night, She's back on the block.
Kylie. This is Kylie, the wife who was asleep on the deck.
So Kylie understands that we need to finish this house because, you know what, this could set us up. Yeah. You know, some people win $1 million on the block. We need to do this and get through it. The thing is, when you go back into a relationship that you don't want to be in, Kate, you then have to be on the block every day with cameras in your face and you're trying not to talk to the man that you despise, which is Brad. So then there was a moment where she just gave him silent treatment for around about 5-6 hours. And I'm thinking, Brad's got to confront her at some stage. They don't do this on the cameras, but they go behind the scenes and you can hear it all on the mic. And then this is what happens.
Why are you talking to her about following our OnlyFans? I honestly, when you're like, I need to go to the toilet, and then you're like, what are you going to do? Just sit there. I honestly thought you was coming to and then you were in here for ages. You guys were in here for ages. I feel like something happened. Just so you know, this is us being separated. We're officially single people.
And then, how's this? A while after, she's already worked out, I've got to come back onto the block and I've got to get my share, Kate.
Yeah.
And she basically lays down the law to him. This is why I am back.
If I gave up, we'd leave with nothing. So whatever we get, even if it's 10 grand, I'm taking half of what you get. Whoa. Then I'm leaving your ass. You can keep your house and then I'm off.
There's not a lot of room to negotiate there, is there? Fairly firm on that.
And then, unfortunately, Foreman Dan comes in and goes, guys, your relationship is out by 150 millimetres. It's not compliance.
I think we're going to get Bella's approve.
You're going to have to dig up your relationship and do it all again.
I'd say it's buried.
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.